There is a curious detail that many people overlook when talking about strength. For years, countless individuals believe that being strong means insisting, enduring, and continuing to fix something that has already lost its meaning. It may seem noble to fight for what is broken, to prove your value to those who already decided not to recognize it, and to stay in places where there is no growth. The irony is that what we often call strength is simply resistance to what should already be over. But an important question arises. Why do so many people remain in places that clearly no longer make sense? And why does leaving feel so difficult, even when the door is open? The answer is simple and uncomfortable at the same time. Fear. Fear of starting over, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown. Stoic philosophy warned about this more than 2,000 years ago. You cannot control the behavior of others, but you can control your decisions. Among all possible choices, one of the most powerful is simply walking away. Before continuing, let me invite you to do something quick. If reflections like this help you see life with more clarity, take a moment to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who might also need to hear it. Small actions help this message reach people who are searching for the courage to change their lives. The first reason why the silence of someone who knows how to leave carries so much power is because many prisons are invisible. If someone were locked inside a room, they would immediately see the walls and the closed door. In real life, however, most people are not chained by iron, but by thoughts. Sentences like, "I've invested too much time, maybe it will improve," or "What will people think of me?" build an invisible cage. People call it responsibility or loyalty, but often it is simply fear disguised as virtue. The Stoics taught something simple. It is not the place that traps someone, but the decision to stay. The second reason involves the power of silence. We live in a culture where everyone feels the need to explain every step, justify every choice, and win every argument. Yet there is a quiet strength that few truly understand. When someone decides to leave without dramatic speeches, the impact becomes greater. Silence creates questions and encourages reflection. Sometimes absence teaches lessons that endless debates never could. The third reason is connected to the habit of over-explaining. Many people believe they must convince others before leaving a situation. They explain their exhaustion, their frustration, and why things stopped working. But in doing so, they begin negotiating their own boundaries. Those who do not want to change often use these explanations to minimize the problem. Epictetus once said that it is not events themselves that disturb people, but the interpretations they give them. The mistake here is believing that understanding from others is required before you can move on. The fourth reason is the confusion between loyalty and attachment. Many remain in harmful situations thinking it proves character. However, enduring something that destroys your peace is not virtue. Often what keeps someone trapped is not love, but the time invested, the shared history, and the fear of starting again. Stoic wisdom encourages accepting reality as it truly is. When something has ended, insisting only extends suffering. The fifth reason relates to protecting your energy. Not every environment deserves your presence, and not every person deserves constant access to your attention. There is a clear difference between healthy persistence and emotional self-destruction. If every interaction leaves you exhausted or diminished, it may not be a challenge for growth, but a source of constant drain. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself that each person has authority over their own mind, and protecting that mind is a personal responsibility. The sixth and final reason reveals something powerful. Those who are not afraid to leave are rarely treated as an option again. Walking away does not mean abandoning life or responsibility. It means choosing environments where respect, growth, and peace can exist. True power is not about controlling others, but deciding where your presence belongs. If this reflection resonated with you, write in the comments. My presence is a choice, not an obligation. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this message. Sometimes the greatest act of courage is not fighting harder, but turning around and moving forward with dignity.